Homies, today is a very exciting day. Today, a bunch of heroes got nerfed on the PTR, and one of those heroes was Hanzo. If you guys have been watching this channel for such a long time, you know that I'm not a big fan of Hanzo. I'm not a fan of the dude, and one of the reasons is because of Scatter Arrow. But if you've been watching the news, even Mr. Donald Trump reported this, Scatter Arrow finally got removed from the game, but it got reworked. So it's not like a big old nerf, but in fact, he even got a little bit of a buff. But his Scatter Arrow that all the Hanzo mains come to know and love, and all of us Overwatch players come to hate, finally got replaced with something that's a little bit more balanced. And what it was the Storm Bow and the Storm Arrows. And what Storm Arrows do is that Hanzo is now able to rapidly fire 6 shots at a reduced damage rate. You can still fire them like really quick, but they're not doing as much damage as say like a headshot normal bow. But they're just going to be at a reduced damage. That's the best way I can put it. And also Sonic Arrow, the cooldown now got reduced from 20 seconds to 12 seconds. That might not seem like a big change, but 12 seconds you're able to see through walls all the time. That's pretty big. And also he got a new lunge ability. So think of it like a dumbed down version of Genji's dash without any damage. You're literally able just to lunge forward. And that's it. I'm happy. I'm happy. No longer. Scatter Arrow is no longer in the game, but unfortunately Hanzo still is. Along with that, Tracer also did receive a slight little nerf. Now, a lot of people are freaking out about it, thinking, oh my god, she's totally useless. But literally, the only nerf that she received was to her pulse bomb, and now it doesn't do 400 damage, it does 300 damage. So what does that mean? Well, now it's not going to be able to really kill a lot of the big tanks, especially with Zarya's ultimate. But you can still kill squishy heroes. Just the only thing is, if they're farther away from the pulse bomb, it's not going to be able to do a lot more damage than previously because, well, now it has less damage. But if a squishy hero is still stuck to the stuck by the pulse bomb, you're still going to be able to one-shot them, so don't freak out too much. But another change that a hero received was to Lucio, and I'm so happy this came to the game. Lucio is now able to wall ride around corners. It's just so cool. It's not like, yeah, it might be needed, but I'm just so happy that now he's able just to, not infinitely wall ride, but he's able to wall ride more easily because, well, buildings obviously have like a corner. Obviously, you have a curve and you're always having to jump around the corner. Now you don't have to. Now you can just wall ride. But remember, you still have to stick with the team. So that's a little buff, I guess you could say, with all these nerfs going around. I thought I'd just shine light on something that's a little bit positive. Junkrat also received a nerf. It's not that big of a deal. The frag launcher reduced from a 0.3 to 0.2 as terms of the projectile size, and now the tire movement, like the speed, I don't know what's calculated at, like miles per hour, it got reduced from 13 to 12. In this gameplay, if you can't see any difference, then that's how it's gonna feel, because honestly, I did not see anything, so don't freak out. He's not out of the meta. He's still gonna be annoying. He's still gonna be spammy too. And the last thing I need to mention, and again, I feel like some of these people are gonna freak out when they hear about this, but Genji's Deflect, like the actual hitbox to his Deflect, has now been reduced. So when bullets or projectiles are coming at him like on the side or above him, as long as they're like hitting him, he's still going to be able to deflect them. But if they're on like the outside to where his original hitbox was, they're going to fly past him. So remember, the Tracer nerf, the Genji nerf, the Junkrat nerfs, all these nerfs aren't as big deals as you're making them out to be. The Hanzo thing is something that could be game changing. You know, if the smart Hanzo player learns to adapt to the Storm Bow and the Storm Arrows and actually utilize the Sonic Arrow, then that could be meta changing. But the Tracer Pulse Bomb, it's not going to be that bad. Like, yes, obviously Tracer mains are going to hate it. Like, heck, if they were to nerf Mei, I'd be freaking out. But the Tracer ultimate nerf, I'd rather have it like the ultimate charge, like the time it takes to actually get the Pulse Bomb get reduced, than the damage, because I feel like she just builds it up so quick. But this, it's just not that bad. And again, there are going to be people that think, oh yeah, the Deflect for Genji is awful and the Junkrat thing, yada, 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 and they haven't even played it. But this, from what I've played, it's not that bad, homies. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of these nerfs, and just a short little video. I love you guys, and bye.